listen to some spectacular presentations. Yes, yes.
Don't scare her with your microphone.
I will. You want me to hold this or you want to?
Do I have to use it? I'm pretty loud.
Okay, it's what it's your preference.
Well, let's try it. If I don't need it.
Okay, okay. Julie, do you want to take this microphone? Yeah.
If you want me to, I'll use it. I think I'm making it. Can't hear her.
Heather said you
Can
can't.
you hear me back there?
You'd be better with the microphone. You don't have any muffs to go on that thing? You just have to be careful how you touch it. Can it be turned down?
Julie's got the really sensitive one. Okay, ready?
Are you ready? Well, I think I want to thank you for including me, but I think you may be sorry when I'm done.
I know that we won't.
We've had some wonderful, wonderful programs, I know. And this is not going to be one you're going to enjoy. Because my discussion with all of you today is going to be, where have the English Springer Spaniels gone? And don't look at me, I don't breed them anymore. And when I bred them, they look like English Springer Spaniels. Now why is it
Pull your
that
mic up.
breeding
Pull
for
the mic up a little
characters,
bit.
what?
Pull the mic up a little bit.
Karen, you need the mic.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to breed for the characteristics that are asked for in the standard? And don't tell me it's because you can't find any dogs. Yes, you can if you look. And they're not going to be perfect dogs, but you're going to be able to find dogs that have the characteristics that are asked for in this. You don't agree with me, do you? It's easier to breed to the dog that won the group yesterday, isn't it?
That's what everybody
Then
wants
to
to
go
do. They
pick
want to
them.
win, so they breed for the winning dog.
That's my job. Why don't you breed? Does that mean for that?
No.
Why don't you start trying to breed for characteristics? I told you it wouldn't work. For characteristics that are asked for in the standard. Screw it whether they win. If you want to win, you can go breed Cocker Spaniels and drag, and that's what everybody's doing. Try to find individuals in your breeding program that match what's asked for in this. The thing that seems so hard for everybody is leg-body proportions. Springer Spaniels are not supposed to be short-legged. That's called a cocker. Springer Spaniels are supposed to be, they're sporting dogs, or they used to be. They're supposed to be able to jump over a fence with a rabbit in their mouth. How many of your dogs could do that? Good. I work for Henriette Schmidt. All of hers can. But, you know, people don't grasp. There's a heavy-boned, round-bodied ones. They're called cockers. And they go through things. They go like little plows through things. Springers are supposed to be graceful enough to go over a hedge or over a fence with a grouse or a rabbit in their mouth. And I haven't seen many in today's world that can do it. So please think about that, because the breed is going away. There aren't going to be any. This heavy, big, thick, round bone is specifically discussed in the standard. It's supposed to be a flatter bone. Never, no place in the standard does the term cobby come in. That's called a cocker. You want cobby, go buy a cocker. A Springer's rib cage, and what I'm going to say isn't going to make any sense. But it should always be pear-shaped. It should be rounder up here. It should be flat down here. You know, you don't want this big upsweep down here. And then at the end, you have a bit of a tilt up. But it should not be a big round thing. Are you going to yell at me again?
No, I'm making sure we're getting Julie.
You don't have to get me, I'm not. I'm trying to
She's
figure
drawing
out
as you're
my
speaking.
dog.
What?
She's drawing what you're
I'm
saying.
trying to draw the rib cage, but I can't decide whether to do it from the front, which doesn't show the pear shape.
No, show it. Oh.
Or the side, or kind of it.
No, I think that showed it.
Maybe the side would be better, huh? Because,
Yeah. This, I just drew a pear.
oh, why would you do that?
Well,
I got it.
an exaggerated pear.
Yeah.
And then you can either look down on it, or
The dog is sneezing.
The point being, it should not be big and round.
Okay, it's not a barrel.
Hmm?
It's not a barrel.
Not a belt.
Not a barrel.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no. Yes, they are. Have you been with Sprinter Spaniels today? They are very good.
Hey Karen, this is their bone. And a bone, and this is the wrong kind of bone. Whoop, that's not an example. I'm better with it up here, but anyway, we're not supposed to have a round.
Me too.
Yes.
That's kind of hard angle for her to draw. Shall we put it higher?
The bone, yeah, it's supposed to be oval and flat. It's not supposed to be a circle. It's supposed to be flat up here. Get this dog. Let's see his bone. Come
He
here.
has really good bones.
Can we look at his bone? Come up here.
My papa. He needs a rabbit in his mouth.
That's me, isn't it?
Oh!
I told her I don't want to use that. Now, when you feel this dog's leg, it is not round. It is slightly flattened on both sides.
Right.
And that is exactly what they're supposed to be. And why you guys all, when you groom them, comb all this stuff up, fluff it up, it's wrong. They're not supposed to have that kind of bone. How agile can they be with that kind of bone? They can't. As far as this is concerned, can't they come and feel him? This dog has a correct rib. Come and touch him.
Okay, I'm not afraid. No,
Nobody else is afraid.
I'll do it.
So he doesn't come out this time.
No, you see? Here, put this here. Look, this is
I'm going to unwind that cord.
see what I'm saying?
Someone just
And
hold
in
it
the
for
other
her
dog,
and kind of
the
follow
other
her
dogs, they
around.
will be
Thank you, Brenda.
baby dogs.
Can we have someone hold it
And those
near her?
I
Oh, yes.
I think that's what yeah, that's what some.
Can you
Brenda's
hear it
doing.
on that though? Do you have someone live on it? No?
Are you turning it off, Brenda? I did turn it off. Thank you.
No, I mean,
It's all
that's-
wound up.
This dog's shape is perfect. It's just perfect.
No, it's just that this is a horrible
No,
one.
this is talking about.
I was a sound technician for children's theater, you know. Oh, well, shit, we should have you.
And then you see when you take this kind of bone and you go like this. But that is correct. Feel how it's I didn't see it ever. The other thing that we should discuss now is balance. Balance goes along with bone size. We all know what balance is. When we, in the dog world, we say balance, you know, do we know what we're talking about? Tell you.
Julie, the definition of balance is
Front
right
and the
behind
rear
you.
command. That's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Want me to read it? When all the parts of the dog moving or standing produce a harmonious image. That's not how I would.
That's okay, don't worry about it. We'll do it our way.
Okay.
And the other thing about balance has to do not just with the fore and aft balance, but the balance in the structure itself. And I know you've all been exposed to this. Don't forget it. And just because you have good proportions in the shoulder, don't forget about the back end. Because those, turn him around, please.
This way?
Yeah, I want to talk, but this, and this should also be the same. And they should not be exaggerated in angle.
Come on, Sheree, move along.
I really like this dog. I think it's a very good dog. But you see what I'm talking about? And see, all this is basically the same. Balance. And you people, you can tell this in baby puppies. Baby puppies, you can do lots of things when they haven't been born very long.
Still wet.
Structured, huh?
Still wet. You can tell a lot.
Well, yeah. I've always graded, when I used to breed sprinters, We tend to degrade our litters as they came out of the womb. Not literally, but no, while they were wet. Because once they start to mature, to dry and change, everything starts shuffling around and changing. And by the time they're 3 or 4 weeks old, you'll find they've changed a lot since birth. Don't you agree, Brenda?
Absolutely.
Hopefully they're bigger.
That's a good one, Julie.
The other thing that seems to puzzle people is length. Now, I like this dog a ton. I put his shoulder back a little bit, but I like him a lot, and I think that his balance is excellent. I put this back a bit, but I would also be concerned about, I would put his shoulder back a tad, and maybe shorten his loin, just itty bitty teeny kind of bit. And then you would have, this would match, I can't believe it. Can you draw a picture of this and this, with this being slightly longer than this long? Need some help?
No, they set me up here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not that way. You're not that way. Really?
Oh,
More equal and get to the last question.
You guys need to chime in with questions if you've got any, okay?
Kind of an upright one. What are you drawing? Kind of an upright one.
One what?
Well, that's the shoulder.
Oh.
And then here's this. Here's the back. We make this shorter.
You see, the standard says that they should be just slightly longer than they are currently.
Yes, and Karen, that's
And
my
that's another
question.
thing that makes me crazy, because people keep saying, well, he's not square, he's not supposed to be square. We took square out of the standard many, many, many years ago.
Karen, so when you said you would have his shoulders come back a little bit, and you were,
Here, Brenda, come up here.
you were, showing the equal length in the back leg, so, and the bone measurements in the front, so if that bone that comes up from here has enough length
That's
on
called
it.
a shoulder.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to make it in simple terms. So that should automatically make that shoulder go back. Think about it.
I don't know what you said. I mean, what you're saying to me makes no sense.
So,
Show me on the dog.
so these here, I think we've lost a lot of upper arm.
There isn't any anymore, it's all gone.
Well, but that's the
God
point.
took it away.
No, that's the point I'm trying to make. So if it was there, that would automatically.
Oh, change the whole shape of the
Yes,
shoulder,
and you
yeah.
know how all of a sudden we have behind our shoulder blades with this little V here? It
Well,
didn't used to be
The
there.
shoulder,
The shoulder used to fill it up.
Hi, it's me again.
Okay, I'm done.
No,
Now, what do you mean the V? Let's look at this.
Brenda, come on.
What do you mean the V?
You can feel it when you come off of where the shoulder blades here. Sometimes there's this little V.
Well, they all have to have a little bit of a V.
A little
They
bit.
can't flex their spine.
Right, no, I know that. But in some, it's gotten larger.
You mean like a
The
gigantic?
shoulder is simply
Yeah.
in the wrong freaking place. And as long as the shoulder's in the wrong place, it's right.
Well, what she's saying is connection.
What is she saying? Oh,
We can't hear any of it back there, back here. I don't know if that was worth it.
If they're talking about the fall off behind the wither, and if it's a correct wither, there's still a little bit of a mush there, but it's not.
It's not a canyon.
Shoulder, withers.
It's up there better.
Did you draw that?
No, I don't think it did, but it's better, it's easier and clearer.
Well, see, this rib cage thing is good too. don't you think?
Yeah.
This is excellent.
It's fine, I got it.
This is good.
Yeah, and that
This is
is,
very good, I think.
Yeah, that's good. Did you
Okay,
draw
why
that?
don't you make dogs that look like that? How come you make dogs that have legs that are short? and bones that aren't balanced. It makes their legs shorter. Why do you guys do it?
Karen, you were talking about length of body to height. And it's subjective right now. I mean, they're supposed to be longer than they are tall.
Well, I'm going to try
So
to...
how much is that? How much longer?
I'm waiting, let me find exactly what it says. It'll take me a minute.
I'm gonna get my water.
Be patient with me, I'm just a nickel dog handler that's gotten lucky and bred some good dogs. Oh, I can't find it. Can you find it in here? I can't find it.
Sheree, in your paper, oh, no, never mind. I didn't quote that.
I'm looking for where it talks about
Heather, get him over.
the length of body versus height.
It's in the,
Right there on the board behind you.
she's looking for hers, I think.
Judy, you need a chair? Okay, here we go. Here we go. It says the length of the body, measured from the point of the shoulders to the point of the buttock.
Is slightly greater, slightly greater. No, I've lost it again. Okay. In good condition, no. The length of the body measured from the point of the shoulder to the point of the buttocks is slightly greater than the height of the withers. The dog too long in body, especially when long in loin, tires easily, etc., etc. But she wants to know how much, and there's not a how much. You have to use a little common sense on some of this. Why can't I find that place again? Okay, here we go. Many people don't even know what the point of the shoulder is.
It's true, that's correct. So where is it?
You show me.
The point of the shoulder's right there.
No.
Right here.
Over here?
You got a winner.
What? Oh, no, don't. Oh, and I've forgotten what I was going to say. No, I did. We did that already. Well, why do you care about exactly how long? A lot. You don't want it to be square, and you don't want it to be rangy. What?
Depends on the size of the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
How long their legs are and well, that's what balance, all of it is balance. You can't say it has to be a certain size.
Of the English Springer Spaniel are short legs. They're not supposed to be short legs. At one point, the standard said the most upstanding of the working spaniels. It doesn't say that anymore. Why, I don't know. But it said that for a long, long time. That does not give you the illusion of a short-legged dog, I don't think. Doesn't give you that illusion. Okay. I like this dog's head, too. Look here. I think he has a nice head. He can have a little bit less head.
Yeah. But it's so full of brain.
The thing that bothers me about what we're doing with Springer, turn around sideways, my friend, is that we're making cocker heads. The standard talks about a moderate slope here with a groove that goes back here. This dog could be better there too.
No.
Well, shut up. But most of the ones that I'm aware of these days have a very high stop, And you know, then they get these very prominent brows and usually big round eyes, none of which are an English Springer Spaniel, right?
Right.
So beware of high frontal bones, round eyes.
He has little piggy eyes.
They're not piggy eyes. Those are good. Piggy eyes are good. We used to call them chick eyes.
We won't call them that now.
Huh?
Politically incorrect.
True,
Yeah.
but an oval eyes, you're not supposed to be round. Hi, you're cute, I like you. Big nostrils, great big nostrils. And the other things we're seeing, stop, is that the nostrils on these dogs are getting tiny. Now, how are they gonna find anything if they don't have big nostrils?
I saw a dog at the National with little.
Tiny, tiny nostrils.
Oh, they've
How can they
they've gotten to
breathe?
these tiny noses
These
now,
bars.
yeah.
They can't breathe anyway. But what if they were really trying to breathe? It was hot. There was nothing up.
Well, I think we've hit all the high spots about that. Let's talk about mowing them. Why is it so desirable for everybody to overtrim these dogs, make them look like cutout paper dolls, when the standard specifically says you shouldn't do that? So why do you all do it?
I
Why?
think because it's winning. And
Does it make it easier to win?
Yes,
I would take those 3 letters and throw them out.
yes, but most of the people that are showing dogs want to win. And so-
Shame on all of you that feel that way. What you should want is to breed an excellent specimen of whatever it is that reeks with type, according to the breed standard, and they will win. Well, they would have, but I think if people would get more intense about this, judges would pay more attention to it too. I
Well,
hope.
you wanted to know why people are doing that. It's a winning dog sets the type and the style, and everybody wants to follow it.
I
so they
know
can
that.
win.
I know
So
that. But don't
That's
do
why
it.
people do it.
But don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it.
But you know, I know a lot of people do. And this grooming thing, it makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. They should not have all this superfluous code. I remember when I first started working for Henriette Schmidt many years ago, her dog didn't have any hair. And I used to say, Henriette, when are these dogs going to grow some hair? And now I say, Henriette, why did you ever pay any attention to me?
So Karen, on this dog, I like under his underline there, it's not thick. It looks that looks like moderate coat to me.
Yeah. Have you thinned any of it out, or is that just what God gave
No,
you?
that's the way it is.
Huh?
That's what he has.
That's it,
He
okay.
has a lot of
Yeah,
butt coat, but not
and
all.
now we're seeing coat like cocker coat. It's really thick
Well, yeah, it's
and
hard
heavy
coat.
coat, and I think this is. So it's a question. I mean, would you consider that a moderate coat?
Yeah, I could, well, because he's a good-sized dog, yeah. Being me, who takes a lot of hair off, I might shorten it a bit.
I'm not talking about the underline. I'm talking about how thick the hair is.
Where? Down here?
I think she's talking about here.
That right there.
Because it's not like cotton. It's not like a
It's
cotton.
not really
It's not
thick then.
sticking out like a cotton.
Oh.
If I just, I don't mean to make this about him, but
If I took more belly coat off, he would really look kind of like Ben and really tall.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's hard enough.
No, I'm not suggesting that you do.
no, okay.
I'm not suggesting.
The thing I think that those guys are saying is even if you manage to get a breed, you have to go in the group and compete against other overgroomed dogs. And the winning thing,
Bad.
I know, it's true.
I have a bad attitude about all this, can you tell?
Well, the judge, and once again, judges are not what they used to be
I know.
by any stretch of the imagination. So the whole sport has changed. The whole sport, this whole thing we do has changed. So you're right, the focus needs to not be on winning. You can either breed to win or breed to breed a good dog.
I would breed to breed a good dog that can win. I mean, to me, that used to be the point of it. Breed a good typey dog and go win with it.
I think it's judges' education too. I
You think
mean,
what?
judges' education. I don't think the judges really understand.
Anybody do
the
that
dog.
anymore? I know the
Yes.
breed I'm involved with does a little bit, but do the Springer people do it? Oh yeah, I'm on the committee.
They don't do anything.
Bonnie
we
says
have
they
a
don't do
judges-
They don't do anything, Karen. I've been on that committee for a number of years. I've never given a
Were you there this year?
Excuse me?
Were you there this year?
Yes.
And you weren't with the rest of us?
At the judge's ed?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm a ringside mentor now.
I can hear.
She's a
I'm
ringside
a
mentor.
ringside
She's a
mentor
ringside
now.
mentor.
So I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah. But when I was on the judges' ed committee, I've never given a presentation in over 5 years.
Well, the thing that annoyed me about the English Winter Club was many years ago, I was on the judges' ed committee and got on it because nobody wanted dogs to go to judges' ed because all they did was tear them apart. And somehow I got on it, and my approach was just the opposite. I like to talk about the good things, the good things. Well, all of a sudden, we had dogs lined up for judges' ed out up the wazoo. And then somebody else took it over and went back to the, this is wrong, that's wrong, get that dog out of here, can't walk. And you know, that doesn't help anything either, I don't think. Do you?
No.
Karen, could you kind of speak to that about positive judging versus fault judging and kind of hopefully illustrate to people what the difference is? Because I'm not sure
Okay,
people
fault
understand.
judging is when this dog walks over here, wherever he lives. And I look at him and I say, well, his head's too big. He's got a hole in his back. I'm just gambling. It's not this dog. This is not this dog. You know, his hocks are too long. That's fault judging.
Yeah.
But the kind of positive judging that we all hope people do is to look at this dog and say, look how well balanced he is. Look how well he uses his legs. You know.
Look at his natural color.
Yes, that's
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, look at the shape of his eye. Look at the good things about the dog. That's the kind of judging that I think should be promoted, not fault judging. Not fault judging. Does that answer your question, whoever asked it?
Yeah, I just, I'm not sure that just the general.
Well, I think as breeders, we tend to fault judge too, and I don't like that. I think we need to be very on top of our own dogs and know where we change them. But I don't like it when somebody brings a dog up to me and says, well, this is wrong and this is wrong. And I say, sure, dog, shut up. If you don't think I'm smart enough to figure this out by myself, get out of here. No, I resent it when people bring dogs and they want to tell you what's wrong with them. I resent them. First of all, I don't think it's a good thing to do, and second of all, it insults your intelligence, right?
I think too that you educate, the way they train bank tellers to recognize counterfeit is by having them feel normal money. And I think that the more judges and more people look at good ones, you educate your eye. Because a type like the English toy, a weird breed, like a bulldog or an English toy spaniel or a whippet, that is not necessarily the norm, attracts people. If you look at a bunch of them and you've never seen them, you have no idea what's good. And I have that trouble myself looking at bulldogs. But if you see one after another of good,
But if you see one
it's
after
easy.
the other that's not good,
Or a
that's
mixture.
what you remember, right?
Right.
That's what you remember. You don't remember the good things, you remember the bad
You need
things.
to look at good, and they don't necessarily all look alike.
And you're so right, no. But it just needs to be a positive kind of a presentation.
Yeah.
Karen, I kind of think that when Cherie and I were talking about this, no, I don't want to get up. Cherie and I were talking about this, okay, I'll get up. Yesterday, that I think that judges should trust their hands, maybe a little bit more than their eyes. If you can go over a dog and feel all the placement and where it is, and you're going down, and you can feel if they're too long or too short in the loin, and you can feel all this. If everything feels right to you, you don't even have to open your eyes to know that dog's probably going to be able to move well. But I think that a lot of grooming, as well as other things, and how a dog is stacked, can make it very deceptive to a judge's eye. And I think they need to trust their hands more.
No, they won't.
Okay, that's just my
I
personal
mean,
opinion.
I could not agree with you more. Come on. But have you ever discussed that with people, with judges?
I don't talk to judges.
Oh, don't they talk to you when they talk to me? I say what I think.
Really? I'd never noticed that.
And when I make suggestions like that, I get the blank look. Sort of like, well, don't waste your money to show to me again. You know, that sort of.
Well, maybe they don't know what they're feeling.
But Brenda, to me, when I go over dogs, none of them are balanced correctly. None of them. This one has a great front, this one has a good rear.
They're all parts and pieces.
They're all parts and pieces.
Right.
So you're going over 10 dogs that are parts and pieces. And you're not gonna open your eyes and watch them function?
No, that you misunderstood.
Yeah, I did misunderstand.
I'm just saying that if everything was where
In a
we know it
perfect
should be,
world.
then you know,
But that-
right. But that's not it, but I still think
If you go
they
over
need.
them, you're gonna know if they can function, right?
But yeah, but I mean, that for me, and you know, because you've been in a ring with me.
You're so darn good looking.
It's true, but I make you move a lot, don't I?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, because you were begging me, please,
I
do we have to
believe
go
that.
around again? And to me, that, is the summation of everything. If they can move really well and, get everything out of the way, and that's it. No, you're not gonna necessarily feel that with your hands, but you're gonna learn a lot about a dog
You learn
with
a
your
lot.
hands. But for me, the last thing
Let's
is
talk
that
about
last
type.
go-around.
Let's talk about type.
That's good.
Do you consider movement part of type?
Yes,
Absolutely. Do you consider character part of type?
absolutely.
Tell me what character.
Yes, define that.
Character?
Yeah,
Temperament.
just so
Temperament.
it, define it for everybody.
Temperament?
Okay.
Happy?
Character. Character is the beginning of type.
What?
Character to me is the beginning of type.
Well, I couldn't agree
Yeah.
with you more. The most important single characteristic is type. It's character. It's character.
I'm tired. Can you tell me I'm tired?
And how do you define that? What define type?
Define type, what the words on the page are saying.
Okay.
But then a lot of it's in your head. You have to decide what you think is proper character, and the standard tells you what is correct on these
it
days.
does.
And the other thing that a lot of people don't deal with very well is way of going. And I think that's part of time.
I do too. So talk about that.
Well, I don't think that racing around like our dogs do right now is correct type for an English Springer Spaniel. I think English Springer Spaniels that have a very free way of going are type. That's type.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
No.
Does that apply to character?
No, not, his character is
Not
temperament.
necessarily. It can.
Okay, so you're saying that temperament is, or that character
Or
is type.
personality?
Yes,
Are you talking
character
about
is type.
personality of the dog?
Yeah, it's all
Personality.
part of the same.
But to me, you're kind of talking about, I love Afghans. I love to show Afghans. They're great moving dogs. But a Springer that moves like an Afghan is not a Springer.
Make it go away. Yeah, make it
Or a
go away.
Shepherd. There's sporting dog movement, and within that, there's Springer.
Correct.
Does everybody know
Can
what
you
that
say-
means?
Would you say more about that, Julie? Can you just flesh that out for us? Because I
To
agree
me, a
with you.
sporting dog, all the sporting dogs should be able to move easily and comfortably. They should be able to carry their backs. Personally, I love a big stride. I'm sorry, I do. I love to watch them in the yard. But more important to a big